The issue of xenophobia is real and it's there for a lot of Zimbabweans.
No, let's be honest. South Africa don't owe us anything. For us staying there for a while, it means they're doing actually they have good heart. Am I lying?
So what is your take on ZEP, the Zimbabwe exemption?
I think
exemption
it's
permits, and now they want to stop. They want to bring our people back.
I feel like also remember when you go to a certain country, you need to behave yourself. You can't go to. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Let's be honest. If you go to a certain country, you need to behave. Let's not be involved in robberies. Like those things. It frustrates me to find that there was one of my brother, and you find it's on TV. One of my brothers there. One of my brothers there. We are there for a reason of we need to make our life better.
Good morning, Africa. I love the fact that Africans are beginning to speak up for South Africans. I'm so excited that right now a lot of people can stand and speak the truth. I agree with this Zimbabwean brother that South Africa do not owe us anything. If our government isn't functioning very well, we should hold our government responsible for everything that we are going through. Now, the way most Africans behave as if South Africa is responsible for all that they are going through. Now, majority of those undocumented foreigners go as far as blaming South African government for not giving them free accommodation, same way the government has given to the citizens. I saw a video of, I guess, the man is a Somalian. Yeah, he was furious in that video. He was blaming the South African government for not giving him free accommodation. So when I saw that video, I felt bad. I was like, what this guy is doing in South Africa, can he ever do it in his country? Can someone else, can a foreigner also do that in his country? The answer is no. No foreigner can ever do that in another country. But when you see the things that are happening in South Africa, honestly speaking, like if you don't hold yourself, you will even want to fight on behalf of South Africans, because you know that this is it's quite annoying. It's quite annoying for you to see undocumented foreigners in South Africa, like the way they behave in that country is quite uncalled for. Only in South Africa that you see undocumented foreigners that are supposed to be in a hidden place, that should be hiding from the place. You will see them demanding so much from the government. You see them feeling so entitled. Now, permit me to say that Africans are hypocrites. Imagine how Africans are clapping for Trump for deporting illegal foreigners in America, United States of America. But when South Africans do the same, they will label South Africans xenophobic. Now, when you go to America, Trump is not even deporting only blacks. Whether you are fair or dark, as long as you're not properly documented in the United States of America, you will be deported, right? Now, when South Africans do the same, they will tag them xenophobic. A lot of whites in America has been deported and no one is calling them xenophobic. But when South Africa do the same by deporting undocumented or asking undocumented foreigners in their country to live, then they will be like, oh, we are your fellow blacks. Why do you ask them to go? But when all those people are committing atrocities in South Africa, nobody will stand up to condemn it. Nobody will stand up to speak. Nobody will stand up to talk. Even if you do not want to talk, at least give those people listening ear for them to tell you what is going on in their country, since you do not live there with them. But when they speak up, we still condemn them. This is not fair. This is not fair. It shows that we Africans are hypocrites. We are hypocrites. We love to fix other people's homes, but we do not love to fix our home. We love to remove dirt from other people's eyes, but we do not like to remove ours from our eyes. And that's very, very bad. When you go to South Africa today, you will see a lot of undocumented foreigners. They have gangs, armed robbers, hire killers, assassins. They sell white powder, they sell kids, South African kids. I guess I saw this video 2 days ago. Children in a certain school which I've forgotten. I don't know if that school is located at Limpopo. Yeah. Children got unalived after eating snack from spaza shops. Like that one, I couldn't even watch it. I couldn't even watch the video. Like I couldn't watch the video. I said to myself again, all those things are what South Africans are facing. And I stopped listening to my fellow Africans the very moment I realized that those people are just hypocrites. I stopped listening to them. Nobody should ever come to me to speak down on South Africans. If you think they are also rough, if you think South Africans are also bad, let it be. But thank God they are doing whatever thing that they are doing in their own country, not in your country. They did not come to your country to discomfort you or to disturb you or to even rob you or to sell white powder to your children. They are not selling fake food, fake products to you in your country. Whatsoever that they are doing it in their own country. So that is the only reason why I stopped listening to my fellow Africans when they start speaking down on South Africans or begin to condemn them. Yes, because no one will say that South Africans are in their country committing crimes. You can't even say them. Like, do you know that most Africans haven't even seen South African men before? Majority of Africans see them on television. Like, I'm not really saying that South Africans are God over Africans, right? That is to tell you that they prefer being in their country. So if at all that they also commit crimes, they do that in their country. They do not leave their country to move to your country, probably for them to better their life, just like the way Africans has been flocking into their country to better their lives, right? You can't see South Africans doing that. And when they do that, they do it respectfully. They come to your country documented. And when they come to your country, they concentrate on the reason why they are in your country. You can never see South Africans carrying GUN in another country, doing one evil or one crime to the other. But that doesn't mean that they do not know how to commit crime. Oh, when it comes to crime, you know that South Africa know they carry last. But they do it respectfully in their own country. Then most undocumented foreigners will be like, they are going to South Africa. When you go there, you know you're undocumented. You will still not behave yourself. You will stay there and begin to commit crime. Begin to do a lot of things, all manner of evil, all manner of crimes. When you go to South African prisons, like a lot of foreigners are there, a lot, thousands of foreigners. Then when South Africans try to tell those that cares, like those that cares to listen, those that are not in the country, what is going on, then they label them xenophobic for speaking up, for talking, for crying out. And as if that one is not enough, when you come to social media, you will see a lot of bloggers, content creators, creating content, making content with our own brothers, with South Africa. These people that are making mockery of South Africans, their relatives in one way or the other, their relatives are in South Africa. And even if you give them free tickets back to their country, they will never accept or take that free ticket. They will never come home. Then these content creators will be somewhere making mockery of South Africa, making jest of South Africa, calling them all manner of names, like saying all lot of things against these people, against South Africans. Now, most people will be like, oh, it's not serious. It's just online banter. Hello, do you know what is online banter? I guess online banter is the one I see between Nigeria and Ghana. Yes, that is the one I see like as online. Like I see it as it's nothing serious because Nigeria will be like they will bring out a picture of food or something like that, and say that this one is Ghana food, and Ghana will also do the same. That Nigerians they eat jollof, even the jollof is not making sense. Nigerians love to drag our jollof with us. That one is what I see as cruise. Like when I see all those things, I laugh. But these people use I don't know how to describe it. Like when you hear what these people sit down and face camera and when you see what they speak about South Africa, honestly speaking, even though if you have interest to visit South Africa, if you genuinely want to visit South Africa, after watching most videos, you will lose interest. So that one is not a cruise because you can't be tarnishing someone's image and you call it cruise. Do you guys know how far such videos have gone in tarnishing the image of South Africans? Because another person will watch the video and be like, oh, is this how South Africans are? Is this how South Africans are? By the time you see it, that person will begin to spread the gospel, the false gospel. You tarnish image of those that have accepted your brothers, those that have accepted your cousins, those that have accepted your relative. Do you know how many foreign nationals that are in South Africa? Do you know? Do you know that South Africa is a country that sometimes you begin to wonder if foreign nationals, their population may even be bigger than the citizens, because South Africans are so accommodating. A lot of foreign nationals that are in South Africa, probably if you start counting it, they may be even bigger than the main citizens of the country. So can you just tell me, can you also tell you that is bringing South Africans down, can you also tell me if such thing is happening in your country? How many foreign nationals did you see in your country when you were growing up? How many foreigners did you see in your classroom, in the classroom when you were in primary school, when you were in secondary, and when you were in the university? I don't know what those people tend to gain by doing all this. You call it cruise. You say there's nothing serious about it. Look at what your brothers are doing in South Africa, but you can never use your social media to speak against it. You can never sit down there and tell them to please stop what they are doing. You can never do that. Because you know, when you say that, people stop watching your videos because they will be like, oh, you now stand with South Africa. And even those that are criticizing South Africans, those that want to hear their downfall, if you ask them what experience, what bad audio do you have with South Africans, none of them could give any genuine reason for hating on South Africa. That is simply because of what social media has caused.